Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Online Classroom. Today we are going to start about the Python string. Alright, so in my previous video we already told about the variables and data types. So before going to the details, at first we have to know what is string and what is basically the Python string, right? So Python string is a collection of characters surrounded by single quotes or double quotes or the triple quotes. Means Python can accept single, double or triple quotes all. Okay, when you are writing a string, but each and every quotes there is a different meaning. The computer does not understand the character, so initially it stores manipulated character on a combination of 0 and 1s, right? So and the second one is that each character is encoded in ASCII or Unicode characters. So we can say in Python strings are also called a collection of Unicode characters. Right, so like Java is also supports the Unicode, and like Java, Python is also a platform independent language. So each and everything is Python is nothing but a Unicode characters. Now if we are going to some examples of how to write a Python string, so in the first line, if you can note that in the string 1 there is a hello Python, it is written in a single quote. And if we want to print this one, we just write print string1 str1, right? So there is another way to write a string using a double quote. So the same string we can write using a double quote also, and this is nothing but str2. And if you want to print this hello Python in str2, we just write print str2. And using the triple quotes, basically if we want to write a string with the multiple lines, then we have to use the triple quotes. So here there are one first line, second line, and third line is there. So that's why we have to write in the triple quotes, right? And if we want to print it, then we have to write print str3. Now if we want to we just go to the online compiler to compile it, and just simple copy paste this string this code in the online compiler. So I'm just simply copy, and if I run this one, then you can say this is also in a single line, this is also in a single line, but this is in multiple lines, right? Now again go back to the slide. Basically in the next part there is another thing is a string that is called the indexing. So like array, in string also holds some indexing, and like array the indexing also start with 0. So if the value of str equals to hello, then in the 0 index position, the H must be there. In 1 index position, E2 is L, and 3 is also L, and 4 is O, right? So if you want to print this one, you can write, or we can write in this way. So string hello print str0, it means it will print H. It will, if we give 1, it will print E, right? And if we give 2, it will print L, like this. And suppose if we give suppose 6, and it will print an error. So because the index value of 6 doesn't exist. So you can try this code on, and you can just see the output. But there is another way of indexing inside the Python. This is called a minus indexing. So it means the same thing if we write hello in str, and there is minus indexing is also supported by the Python. So it means it start from the last one. So it means if O is nothing but it is a -1, L it is a -2, and this L is 3, this L is -4, and this is -5. So now if we want to print the value of -1, it is nothing but O, L, L, E, H, like this. But there is another way. So if we want to print, if we just write your code like this, means -3 double quote with the -1, it is nothing but it will print up to 3 with the -2. So it means it will print the index value of 3 and index value of -2. it means as there is -1, so it means it will print before -1, whatever before -1, and starting with the -3. In the same way, there is another example, that is -4 to -1. So it means it will print up to 4 to -2. Means it will start with -4 and it will just end in -2, because from the previous value of -1 it is nothing but -2. So that's why it is ELL. Same thing again, there is another example for your better understand. It is -5 to -3. It means 5 is H and 3 is this one, so it is nothing but HE, means -5 and -4 will print. Now there is another way, so it means if we want to print the 4 to rest, -4 to rest, whatever it is, so we have to write 4 after the double quote and third bracket close. And now there is another way, it means if we want to print the whole string in reverse order, so the syntax in the Python is nothing but double quote, means we have to write the double quote twice and with the -1. So it is nothing but the string in reverse order. Now, so this is basically the same thing in a programming concept. Now, for your better understand, if you just compile this code or run this code in an online compiler, then I'm just copy and paste it in online compiler, and now if we run this code, now it will show you the same output. So it is nothing but -1, right? It is nothing but the combination of -1, so it is nothing but only O, -3 is only L, -2 to rest. Basically it is nothing but -2 to rest, so that's why here -2, it means your L, so it is nothing but the LO, right? And -4 to -1, so it is nothing but E to L. So this one up to this -4 to -1, and the -4 to -2, so it is nothing but EL only. EL only, because -4 to -2 so it is nothing but EL only. And the last one is that the print the total string in reverse order, so this is this one, right? So now again back to the slide. Now the next thing is Python is that we have to know the string operators. So it means if we want to calculate this, if we want to calculate something with the string, there are some operators are there. It is called the predefined operators, right? So there is a plus operator. So plus operator, it is nothing but to use the join of the string in the given each side. Now there is another operator is there, that is called the star operator. It is known as the repetition operator. Now there is another thing is that only third bracket open and close, it is known as the slice operator. And slice, if we write something between, if we write a double quote between a slice operator, it is nothing but a range of slice operator. Like in the previous program, we already implemented it, right? So this is these four are some new operators, that is we did not implement it. So it is nothing but in is known as the membership operator. So using the in operator, we can trace something is there into the string or not, or better to understand, we can find something it is in the present string or not. And not in, it is nothing but the same thing in negative mode. It means, suppose if we write something that after that if we write not in, so it is not present in the, we have to search this particular characters is not present in the string or not. Now this is the R operator used to specify the raw string, right? And there is another special type of operator that is called the percentage. It is like C operator. It is like C. Percentage means we can write %d for integer, %a for floating point number, %s for a string. So this is same as C in printf in C, what we already used, right? Now suppose let's go to the programming, and using of programming we have to understand what I want to means, and you have to understand all the operators and what is the use of all the operators basically. So this is basically the programming, right? So now I have string and string 1, means I have a one string with the hello, and there is another string that is called world. Suppose if you write print into str, print str, it means print hello. After that a multiplication with 3, it means it will print hello 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 3 times. So it is nothing but the repetition operator. Now if we want to concatenate the two strings, that is we have to write string, after that plus, after that string 1. Now if we write like this, it is nothing but hello world. So it means it concatenate the string and the string 1. Now if we there is only the slice operator is there, so you already implemented in the previous code. If we write str4, it means it is nothing but O, because 0 1 0 1 2 3 4, right? 0 1 2 3 and 4 means is nothing but O. And now it is nothing but a range, means we have to print 2 to 4, right? 2 to 4 means 2 up to 3, means starting with 2 with, and it is end in the 3 before 4. Now print suppose w in str, it means, now what is the meaning of that? I want to find a particular w character is present in the str string or not. Now as str means this hello string, and this hello string, inside this hello there is no w character is there, right? So that's why it will return false. And the same way, if we want to, suppose if we want to search the wo is present in the string 1 or not, suppose wo string 1 not in string, right? So I want to find out wo is not in the string, but it is also false because wo is there into the string. So that's why it also prints false. And print r CPython37 suppose, and it will print CPython37 as written. And the last one is that the string %str, because like C, if your number is an integer number, then we have to write %d. If the number is a floating point number, we have to write %f. Like the same way, if we want to print some string, before printing something, suppose for example the output is hello, means the hello is my answer, but before hello I want to write the output is. So that's why the string, that then we have to use the %s. The string str is the %, and this percentage in C we have to write here comma, right? But in Python, % operator is act as a separator. And this %, it means it is nothing but str. If you write str1, means the output will be the string str colon is world, and after the string is, and here as str is nothing but hello, so the output will be the string str colon hello. Now let's check this code in the online compiler. So just a minute, I am just simply copy paste this code. Okay, now okay, this is the code, and if I run this, then this is the total output, what I already told you, means hello 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 3 times. After that hello world means it's nothing but concatenate, right? And and this is O, this is LL, you already understand I think. And false means both are false, because W is in string, it is also false. WO is not in the string 1, it is also false, because WO is is present in the string 1, right? So if I change it a not into the only in, then it is nothing but true, right? So it will return true. And this string str is hello. So, and if we write here one str1, and if we print it, it will show you the string str world, right? So in that way we can write the string, or we can do some operation using the string, right? So now again back to the slide, and the next portion is that string format method. So this is also an important part in the Python programming, and this is a special thing, I think. So suppose what at first, before going to the programming, at first we have to know what is format. The format method is the most flexible and useful method in the formatting the string, and it must written in the curly braces and used as a placeholder in the string, or replaced by the format method. Means what I want to mean that, suppose using the curly braces, if we write a print function, it means what I want to mean. Suppose if you just see this line carefully, here the print, there is a second bracket open and second bracket close. After that, and suppose this is nothing but a string, simple string, and after that there is a second bracket open and close, and both are the best friend suppose, and after that it is separated with a dot operator, and format is nothing but a function, is a predefined function, you can say, as a for in Python. And if we write Dinesh and suppose Abhishek, so it means it will print Dinesh and Abhishek, means this will map with Dinesh and this will map with Abhishek, right? So Dinesh and Abhishek both are best friend. Now there is another way to write the format method using the position of the argument. So it means what I want to mean that, suppose if I want to revert it, reverse it, so it means suppose if we write 1 here, and if you write 0 here, so it means this Virat is nothing but 0 and this Rohit is nothing but 1, right? So if we write the print function in that way, so output will be Rohit and Virat, the best players. So it means if we do not write anything, it will map just first one with the first and second one with the second. But we can map it also using the positional argument. And the last one is that is also possible using the keyword argument. So A, B, C. So here you can write the format function. You can in that way also. This is also supported, right? So A means ABC, B means DEF. Suppose C means XYZ. So ABC, XYZ, and ABC, DEF, and XYZ it will print, right? Now again, you can check it. We can check it. So how it's working, or it actually works or not. So just wait. Okay, just run this code, and there is an error, right? So in line number 8, because there is an error basically. So why it is an error? Because I just copy paste this code from my PPT, so that's why. And because there is it must be, and this code must be double code, right? So as I am copy paste it, so that's why it shows you an error. Because now if we press the run button, now look, there is an output. Okay, and this is same what I just what I told you before, right? Now again back to the slide. Basically now the next part is that in the string is the we can do the formatting also using the percentage operator. Right? So I already told you percentage is nothing but as C programming, and we have to write for percentage in D. If it is an integer, we can write percentage S if it is a string, right? So now this is a simple code, and if is the integer is 10, suppose a floating point number is this, and the string is this, suppose, then we can write I am integer, so my value is %d. %d will map with the 10. I am a floating point number, suppose, and my value is %f, and I am a string, it is %s. And I already told you in my previous programming, that is in C, here we have to write comma, but here we have the divide, it means percentage is a separator, right? And suppose after that there is a bracket, integer, float, string, so it means at the first there is a %d, so %d will map with the integer. After that there is a %f, right? So %f map with the floating point number. After that there is a %s, so % will map with the string. So you can run this code with your own, and you can see the output. In my next video, now we will discuss about the list, tuple, set, and dictionary. And thank you very much. Thank you for hearing me.